Yeah, so if it does turn out that Lich smokes me, then at least I'll know that Lich can smoke me without much trouble. You read the final dungeon has healing spots? Wow. I had not read that. I mean, this one does have a nice, convenient warp tile. I guess I could have used that to get out, but I'll give it a try. There's 27 with the red mages. So you can see the difference that having all those stone spells makes. And then also just the getting paralyzed and then getting critical hits poured on you. Let's see if I can just get through here quick. See, these no escape battles are not awesome for me. If I can just get the Zomble there. I was doing pretty good on health, but just goes to show you in either the NES or a variant version of this game, you know, you're never more than just one RNG roll away from getting killed. But that also applies to the NES version, of course, too. Not just hacks. In any version of this game, you're always one bad roll away. I don't want to take that extra step. Come on, Bat. So these are going to be spiked, and no escape from these guys. See, at least I'm learning what I'm up against here. Yeah, I'm seeing what's coming up. Seeing these what's in these chests, because if there's something that I don't want in these chests, then I won't have any reason to come back if I do get nerfed. Tito Kazim, I don't think all of them shared a tile set with a boss battle. Because some of the random ones, like airs and waters and stuff, were inescapable. I don't think they were all tile battles, but I could be wrong there. That's just my guess. I mean, of course, there's the classic example of wizards always being unrunnable. I'd have to pull up my Final Fantasy I algorithms guide. All right, here's this battle again. This battle's kind of annoying. Yeah, and yes, the ghosts were nasty. Yes, the ghosts were very nasty, and I'm assuming that ghosts are just as nasty in this version as they were in the NES version. That's just, I'm taking that as a matter of course. Okay. Bone and the Grey Worms. Okay, because yeah, the Grey Worms shadow armor. I don't think any of my guys can equip this. I think this is just a ninja black belt equipment, if I read correctly. Alright, so if I do get nerfed, I don't want to come back down here because it's just a house and some stuff that I don't need. House and shadow armor and money. So I'll have to remember that. I did read in the readme of this one that all of the elemental weapons have been taken out. So there's no coral sword down here for me to look for. But I do wonder if there's another sword that's a little better down here. Although I've already gotten silver swords from down here. I got 2 silver swords on my first crawl of this dungeon. Oops, no. I want the Zomble. So I don't know if there is some kind of other better weapon down here in place of that or not. One thing I have enjoyed is some of the new items and the new spells. Even though I haven't been using all of them because I picked the red mages that aren't as versatile or as powerful. All right, so I did take the long way through here. I don't know if this floor has been altered or not. Here's a nice battle. Yay! Do you feel that it's balanced not the way you would balance it, Ark, in this from difficulty? That it's been a little bit cranked up too much or not carefully? Alright, I'm glad I got the sorcerer out of there. I can take the wizards. Yes, Tito Kazim, when I started this hack, it was after finishing it was after finishing a stream of the Final Fantasy Restored, and I thought, hey, I've got some time, I'm still streaming, there's still some folks here, let me fire up this ZZ. And see what it looks like. And I thought, we'll just kind of play around with it. We'll explore it a little bit. And so I just picked the standard, as you said, I picked the standard NES Power Party. And because I like the red hats. Little trivia fact about me, when I was a young kid, I dressed up as a Final Fantasy I Red Mage as a Halloween costume to give you an idea of what my Red Mage enthusiasm was like as a youngster. There's an instant death spell, so this is definitely not going to be right. But yeah, so that's why I picked this party. I hadn't really read the FAQ for the game. Alright. This is bad. Yes, Tito Kazim, I wish I had a picture of it. I don't think I have a picture of it, but it was pretty awesome. I had a red cape and a red hat and a white wig. And Ark says, now we bolt, and I now agree. Oh shoot, no, this is unrunnable encounter. I forgot. Yes, well, so now that we're all adults, you can think about having your own Red Mage Halloween costumes. Because it was a pretty sick costume. And I remember for the feather, I didn't have a white feather, but I had a collection of pheasant feathers. Pheasants they might not be from every part of the world that you guys are. They're from Asia and also in America and also in Europe. But yeah, they have long tail feathers. So I had a pheasant feather as my feather hat. Yes, unrunnables, they do add to level discrepancy. Yes, you're absolutely right. Because you can't get out of a battle. See, here's another one. Another unrunnable, which I don't think I'm going to survive. But at least I know now where things are. I mean, now I know the chests that I don't want to explore. Yes. Ooh, alright. If I go first, I could actually make it out of this battle. Cool. Yes, and you want to talk about level discrepancy now. I'm going to try to make it out, but it's not likely that I will, but I'm going to try. I can see about getting to the warp tile on the previous floor, but it's just if I run into too many of these unrunnable battles and not killing that Zombo was bad news. Let's see. Fire 2 should kill the Zombo. Yep. It might not kill the snake. Did kill the snake. Alright, cool. More heal potions. Ooh, yes, the warp tile did have 2 spiked fights. You're right, Shahali. Thank you for reminding me of that. You are right. Oh. This is it. This is gonna be the game. You're right. That's going to be the game right there. So that's what can happen when you play the game. To be very honest, this probably was a lot faster than me going all the way back out and coming all the way back down. It probably was just faster for me to get out of here. Yeah, so that's what can happen. It's GG. Four zombies in an unrunnable battle is not great. You can see the enemy sets down there really drastically spike up. So I understand, Ark, what you're saying about the enemy sets and the unrunnable encounters really ramping up quickly. Because up here they're mostly pretty harmless. You know, these guys can sleep you. The wizard mummies can stone. But having 4 zombies and that Zombo Cobra combo is pretty rough. And having those all be unrunnable. Okay, the red goyle. I think with all 4 of us, we should be able to have enough damage to take him out. Yeah, fun fact, you're right. In my last trip, and Ark, maybe once you hit that floor, maybe every battle, once you hit floor 4, the 4th floor, maybe they are all unrunnable. They might all be. Hard to say. But yeah, once you lose a character, it's pretty rough. Alright, but I've got a shortcut to the slab here now. So I'm glad they built that in. This is a strange combo. I don't think I've seen this particular combo yet. I think that warrants a fire too. And you'll just take out one of the gargoyles. Or just spiteful game design. Yes, Ark, as ever, the ray of sunshine is still shining through. I mean, I'm confident I have enough levels to get through, just if luck lines up for me correctly. Getting the fighter nerfed as early as I did on that last one was pretty bad. 4 zombies, unrunnable, and then getting all those crits in a row was not great. But I'll have to keep him just a little bit closer to full, I guess, if I can. Yeah, so here's 3. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. I want to save my spell charges as much as I can. Especially my fire 3s for Lich, because I'm really not sure what to expect with Lich. Okay, that's nice damage, finally. But it's just casting Fire 1. Yes, now Shahali, that's a very good point. That getting a character killed really sets you back, and that does happen in FF1. But as Ark also pointed out there, and I'm sure you also saw that, or maybe you missed that before. Making the world map as inconvenient as it is makes it a lot bigger deal to bolt out of the dungeon and get yourself out and restore that character to health and happiness. And so this fight, boy oh boy, I tell you, this is a nasty one. It's like I'm never sure what to do. Okay, because the sorcerers, if I don't get a good attack on them and a good roll right away, that's curtains. And I know these guys are resisting stuff. Yeah, just puts a lot in your way. This game puts a lot of obstacles in your way. But that's why you play it. We play it for the obstacles, for the challenge. I'm hoping to say that I was able to play through the game, and hopefully be able to say that I streamed the whole thing, which would be kind of fun. I did not check up in this room. I know the other treasure room is not what I want. But I missed going up into this treasure room, so we'll see what's in here. If we can. I'm sure there'll be more spiked squares, but I'm going to take advantage of a runnable battle while I can. There we go. Because the runnable battles are so rare. I don't know if it's a matter of cojones. Ooh, this is a nice treasure room, but am I going to get first square spiked? I bet that square is spiked. Okay, but these battles are not too bad, actually. The Sphinx Ooze combo is not great. Yes, there's lots of cool-overs. Normally on these normally on these runs, I keep track of how many game overs I run into, but when I was fighting the pirates in Provoca, which the pirates have been extremely buffed up. I think Ark was there. Ark will remember, and I think Shahali may too have been there. They will all remember. Duel over slots. Yes. Duel over slots. I like that. Alright, so nothing huge in here. I'm going to try to remember what's in here in case I do get taken out again. Try to remember if this is worth the extra steps in the battles. Alright, here's another trap. And it's the same, okay, same kind of battle, so not too bad. And I think the Sphinxes are... Ooh, okay, yeah. The Sphinxes, I think, can be put to sleep. Yeah, Ark is correct. The pirates had a ton of health. They had a really high magic resistance stats, which was really... That was strange, that they had a really high magic resist. They kind of caught me by surprise. Yes, and Ark did, yeah, he did have access to the Confuse spell, but the red, I don't think the red mages have access to the Confuse. Oh, Tito Kazim, your frowny, angry face. Everything okay? There's 27. Yes, that was all I could do with this party, was just try to get past getting a couple of them, because yeah, them having the sleep on their status attack was pretty rough. Okay, so fog to try to get that. Okay, that would be all right. That'd be all right. I mean, there are ways to do it. I just didn't pick a versatile enough party. Another silver armor. There better be something worthwhile in here. All right, no, there's not really. Yeah, there's enough ways to get through them with sleep and confuse and other things, but I just didn't have access to that stuff with my red mages because I took a party that's just not very versatile, which was my fault. But this was just going to be kind of a lark, but it turned it up into once I had done so much grinding with that party to be able to beat the pirates, it turned into no, I'm going to play this thing through. No matter how much I need to grind. Okay, every part is 80. Okay, so you don't... Shahali, in your opinion, fog doesn't add enough to protect you from it? I don't know. I didn't... Once I was done with the pirates, I kind of mentally checked out of any thinking about pirates. I wanted to stop thinking about them, although they weren't really all that bad. You know, it took a while, and it was on stream, so it was kind of embarrassing. So Tito Kazim, I do not, off the top of my head, remember if this has. I believe it does have stacking buffs. I do think temper and stuff does stack. Maybe someone else can confirm or deny that. But yeah, so you know what, I'm gonna try to sleep the snakes. Yeah, the status effects definitely can stack on, but I wonder if you're referring to things like temper adding more and more and more attack power. Because I believe that that they can, that you can cast temper more than once. Not butts. Does this have stacking butts? I can't speak about stacking butts, but I believe temper and saber probably can stack okay. All right. Yeah, fog, temper, and viz. Yes, I believe those do stack as normal. Am I going the wrong way here for this stuff? Am I going back towards this? I think I might be going back towards that other treasure room. At least I'm high enough level to get one of those scorpions to run away. Wish more would have, instead of poisoning me. Yes, that's right. They were buffed that much, and there were still 9 of them. Yes. So it was really... So it was really not much that a regular party at regular levels... No, yeah, this is the wrong way. There was not much that a regular party at regular levels was going to do about them. Sadly. Also, sadly, I don't... this is really draining my stock here. These unrunnable battles. So that's another thing that unrunnable battles do, is it really drains your spell supply, because normally I would try to run from this battle, or a battle that's as threatening as this. But instead I'm having to use my fire damage, my charges, to get through. Ooh, and even with that, I don't get them. That's too bad. But this should do it. Yeah, it was enough to make us all kind of laugh and frown to the pirates, as powerful as they were. Alright. Need to make sure I'm going the right way here. And I'm going to have to keep pouring on the heal potions. 97. He's good there. Is it 99? Is it still not good? Yeah. So he still needs one more before I can change that over. Here we go. Yeah, when they're confused, they go after each other. They don't just cast the fire spell on each other too. If I remember correctly, they changed that little bit so that when enemies are confused, instead of just casting the equivalent of a fire spell on themselves or each other, they do something more akin to their normal attack, with their normal attack power, which is not insignificant. And I can imagine Confuse would look pretty comical with those pirates. But when you don't have access to it, and when they have huge defense and magic defense, it's pretty rough. Okay. I made it to the next floor. Alright, so this is kind of an annoying no-escape battle. But my harm one should start working on these bones, and then that flame one ought to continue with the bones. Although the bones have much more than 10 health in this version. In the NES version, I think bones just have 10. Of course, they've been bumped up quite a little bit. Okay, still can't quite get them. But next round, I'll do the same thing. I'll do both, and that should take both of them out. Harm and flame again. Next round ought to do it. Yes, Tito Kazim, if I remember from the README of the Restored project, he did have enemies do something more akin to a physical attack. Yes, I think that this, Tito Kazim, I think that this version draws a lot of inspiration from those same fixes. from Restored, because a lot of them are from. There's credits of the game in this one. In this version, when I looked around at other places, there are credits of some of the people like Anomi. I'm not sure how to say the person's name. Anomi, and then there's usually a symbol. Yes, and Tito Kazim, that was a bit, having enemies just cast fire one on each other was, I'm assuming, just a bit of very lazy programming on the part of the designers, who were just like, well, they're confused. Yeah, we'll just have them do something. What's a numbered attack we can just have them do? Alright, let's have them do that. There we go. Okay. Those names look familiar. Anomi, Polygon. I don't know about Alex Jackson. Maybe. I might, may have seen that one, but I definitely recognize the first two. And like I said, I'm rather new at in getting into the world of patches and ROM hacks. I'm fairly new to the scene. But I am enjoying playing through this one, and I'm interested in exploring more and for more games as well. But I'm guessing that some of those guys, some of those folks, I should say, are kind of the rock stars of Final Fantasy I ROM hackers. If rock stars we can call them. Okay. Can I get through this? Is this a... Is this a nasty traps battle here? Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun just exploring and finding the new things. So it's all right for me. Not bad. So Tito Kazim, you've been playing around with games in the hacking and toying around scene. Well, if you're interested in the Blue Marlin, we could definitely use someone with some more expertise poking around in that. If you find that if you take a look at a Blue Marlin video, a playthrough, or a stream, and you're interested in trying, then we would love to have you on board to the Blue Marlin project. Yeah, it's great to consider folks like that rock stars, and I certainly appreciate the hard work that they've done. Well, so I think Anomi and Polygon were responsible for a lot of the bug fixes. I think ZZ, Zonk Miles, is the author of most of this stuff. Is the author of the all of the extra challenges and things I'm running into here. No, Tito Kazim, you are not terrible at English. Yes, well, Ark, I am a little bit on the weak side. That is true. Even after my grinding, so maybe it's possible that I still haven't done enough grinding. But we'll see. I'm trying to be as careful with my resources as I can. I'm trying to keep my heal potions, as well managed as I can keep them, with enemies down here doing as much damage as they are. Every battle that I can run from, I am running from when it makes sense for me. For some reason, these crawls seem to be always unrunnable in this version. When you run into the crawls, they are because there's even on the overworld you get the crawl bone combo that's unrunnable. That seems kind of strange. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna try my free staff. And yes, my sun staff. Let's see if I can get him free from his from stun. Yeah, there we go. Cured of his. Yeah, okay. So that's how the free staff works. Yeah, and Ark, I feel confident that I can finish this one with enough grinding, and I have a fairly good grasp on how the game systems work. I know a lot of these things are new or have been buffed up, but I think I know enough about to plan for resistances and things. You know, how to make sure I equip my characters with the correct equipment to you know, if I notice that I'm going down to someone has an earthquake or something, or a crack attack, I'll do my best to find in the README equipment that'll help me. Is this Lich's room already? But it still seems anti-fun. I don't know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Well, we certainly won't need all of those Fire 3s, I hope. So let's see if we can get out of this battle quickly. Wow, no. No, Ark, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, your opinions are always welcome here, as long as your opinions aren't hurtful. Everyone's opinion is valid and welcome here. As long as nobody says anything hurtful or abusive, I'm accepting of open discussion and thoughts. Oh my gosh, is this tunnel gonna be full of nasty, unrunnable encounters? That's not gonna be cool. Hello, High Muke. Red Lobster. My characters are looking a little bit Red Lobster. Hi Muke, we were just talking about a time long ago when I was a kid, and I don't know if you remember this time. You knew me at this time. When I dressed up as a Final Fantasy I Red Mage for Halloween. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't think I do. Okay, so I guess wasn't the unrunnable battle I thought it was. Okay. So yes, I don't know. Hi Muke, do you remember when I wore the Red Mage outfit with the cool pheasant feather and my red hat and everything? Alright, I am gonna get everybody to the top here. So no, Ark, I feel that even if the hacker person was here, I don't feel like you're saying anything abusive or unfair. You know, if you want abusive language, I think we all know what that looks like on the internet. So I would just say that we want to keep that in mind. Okay, so Hi Muke, you don't remember that one? I'm not sure how old I was. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11. We were maybe in 5th or 6th grade. I don't remember exactly how old I was. Okay. So let me kind of game plan the Lich battle here. I need to think. I need to cast X-Bar. But I think he's going to cast Nuke on me, but I have plenty of hit points. So I should be able to survive a nuke and rub. So, yeah, I think I'm as equipped as I can be. Yeah, I think I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be for this one. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of language is, yeah, not what I would love to see. So we're going to keep that to a minimum as possible. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I can't remember exactly what I've read. I am Lich. Life has no purpose to me, and you have no purpose to live. Be gone. Alright, let's see here. Alright, no escape. Good to know. He does have... Nope, it's... Okay, this guy has the Atlas Gauntlet, so he will go for it. I probably should have moved the Atlas Gauntlet to the second one. Okay, so this guy doesn't have X Barrier, so it's going to be Fire 3 and X Bear from you. Atlas Gauntlet, he's buffed. Okay, we got X Barrier off, so if he casts his Ice 2, which is what he normally opens with in the NES version, we should be resistant to it. Okay, Blizzard. Alright, so not a bad start, actually. And I'm not sure how much hit points have been buffed on the bosses here, but we're just going to keep pouring on as much damage as we can. not having access to fast or anything, we're just going to do as much damage as we can do. And I'm glad that everything seems to be working. I seem to be able to damage him. He doesn't have a huge magic resist or anything. My physical fighters are doing good damage. And if I need to use my move staff or anything like that, I should be able to. Bomb. Okay. So he hasn't done any instant death stuff, which is nice, because I am not resistant to that, although one of my characters is below 300, so if he does use one of those 300 threshold spells, hack will be going down. But I think in the meantime, I'm just going to keep pouring on the attacks and the fire 3s. 4 hits for 23. I know, I'm just going to try my best not to get, I like how you say, vaporized by dumb RNG. There we go. There's Lich down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was good. Ooh, so that's a reference, I think, to the end game. I think the Ancient Lich gave you 666 points and 1 gold. Am I correct about that? Some of you FF1 experts? I think Ancient Lich gave you 666 points and 1 gold, if I remember correctly. Now, just to make sure I don't get nerfed by something here. Yeah, I like to say, good game, let's see if you survive the warp. I know. Who knows what kind of nasty stuff is waiting for me. Alright, a white staff. I'll have to look up what that does sometime. And 15,000 gold. Look at this. Is this good game? Am I gonna get totally nerfed here? I bet white staff does something like, I think it does maybe fog or protect, right? Fog, protect, whatever. Not invis. But so yeah, Ark said that Lich looked weaker than the original. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. 666 and 1 gold. So that must be a reference to that. So he did look like not that threatening, although it looked like his hit points were definitely doubled, at least doubled. Because I definitely did more than 400 damage to him. Because I think it's just 400 in vanilla. Might be wrong about that too, I guess, but I think it is 400. But maybe I got good luck, or maybe I was just wrong about thinking that he had nastier stuff in his repertoire. So I'm gonna be finishing up after we do here. But you know what I've never done before is I've never done a raid on somebody. Would you guys be okay doing a first raid for me on 810 K2? Do I have to give you a raid message? Is that how that works? Do I need to give you a raid message? Can somebody suggest a funny one? I would love to actually be able to do that to somebody, because I usually don't finish up with an audience sizable enough to send on a raid. Alright, there we go. Now, Ark. Now. How about another one? How about another one that's a little bit more reflective of me who's sending it over to you? Thinking about a raid message for 810K2. Because this is I'm gonna call the stream here for time and for just because I'll have to do some grinding before I continue on. But raid message. We need something fun. There we go. I'll pause the game there. Okay. How about this? How about that? How about FFZZ is better than FF Origins with Kappa? What do you guys think about that? Okay, so 810 K2 message. All right, and I'll pop over there. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will pop over to 810K2's chat, and I'll join in with that as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again maybe later this week.